Before Brian Christopher arrives at school in the morning, and long after he leaves in the afternoon, the cooperating school districts will be working for him and thousands of other students in suburban St. Louis schools. The cooperating school districts of the St. Louis suburban area have operated since 1928 as a cooperative venture, providing vital services and giving children the chance to find and develop their unique talents to the best advantage. The CSD has a long and distinguished history of programs and services binding school districts together on curriculum, media, educational TV, data processing, research, and legislative activities of common benefit to area school districts. 40 years ago, enrollment in St. Louis suburban schools scarcely numbered 35,000 children. 20 years later, however, enrollment grew to 50,000 and recently reached almost 250,000 boys and girls.
This shows the money that we refer to as flow-through funds. Communications Committee, Channel 9, KETC, gets approximately $250,000. We also support the Missouri Botanical Gardens and the Missouri Historical.
The real key to the success of the CSD is the broad-based involvement by members who have a say in what's to be done. The Executive Committee serves as the governing body, responsible for establishing policy and planning for the future.
And we are into the third year now. We have 2 more years of payment at $41,000 rate, and the building will be...
The organization consists of various committees, task-oriented with specific responsibilities. While the Executive Committee serves as the governing body, the activities are coordinated by the Communications, Budget, Cooperating Research, Legal and Research, Music and Athletic Committees.
Here is a recap, a little graphic portrayal, if you will, of where the money goes. Communications Committee, although this takes in not only the AV department, but KETC, approximately 85% of it, and that's where it should go because the organization is certainly oriented towards serving pupils. And then here are the other areas.
The conference meets several times each year to discuss programs, set objectives, and approve policy matters. Officers are elected and the budget is approved at the Spring Conference of Boards of Education and Superintendents. But a new condition has emerged: declining enrollments, bringing financial pressures to bear on districts and forcing even greater efforts at saving money. One such effort in saving money is the cooperative purchasing program of the CSD through the school business officials. Today's educational program calls for thousands of items for a comprehensive and rich educational experience. Through the purchasing program, needs are estimated, orders are pooled, and member districts effect economies by quantity buying. The instructional media program was the earliest service of the CSD. It includes an educational film library valued at almost $4 million.
Film appears in many familiar forms. This is a film strip, a series of still pictures.
Teachers, consultants, nurses, psychologists, and other experts assist the AV department in selecting the best films for teaching.
Educational films are essential to me in teaching science. Through film techniques, students can see difficult concepts and processes that are meaningful and interesting.
New films are added each year, and obsolete ones are withdrawn from service. Over 2,000 films are shipped to participating schools each day. Up-to-date business procedures are used to manage the audiovisual education department. The AV staff researches and disseminates special classroom guides, conducts workshops and courses, and provides a newsletter with up-to-date information on new technological developments.
Of America in the first half of the
Educational television is supported by the CSD and regulates how dollars are spent in providing carefully planned and programmed lessons to assist the teacher. KETC TV Channel 9 affords students participating in the CSD program telelessons and support workbooks to make viewing part of the total program. CSD is represented on the Board of Trustees and Advisory Council of Channel 9.
Right, and make sure that...
Marge, I want you to truck your camera right, couple feet, and we'll know exactly where you'll be when the puppeteers are here later, okay?
Okay, fine.
So silver two. Right, and make sure that 1 and 3...
One of the more recent services provided cooperatively is both administrative and student use of computers. The terminal is connected to phone lines to the Central Processing Center and is shared with many other users simultaneously and economically. Administrative programs also are provided to control fiscal matters and reports, do payrolls, account for inventories, schedule classes, and keep attendance records accurate and up to date. The DP, or Data Processing Center, is financed by those districts using its services and is not under the unified budget.
The task of manually scheduling a high school of 3,000 students is a sizable job, but the Data Processing Center provides cross-reference class lists with student sections and student classroom assignments quickly and accurately, thus allowing me more time to work with my students and faculty members in the educational program.
Not only is the athletic equipment Brian and his teammates are using purchased through the CSD, but certain game schedules, rules, regulations, and uniform policies are developed by the athletic committee. The organization encourages pupil and community interest in athletics and promotes good sportsmanship in all competition. The CSD feels strongly that an active child needs an opportunity to develop physically as well as scholastically. The CSD provides important liaison through the Music Festival Committee and sponsors the annual Spring Music Festival. Students prepare early, and long hours of practice make this event a highlight of the school year for youngsters, teachers, and parents.
Riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the steps, and with the girls be handy.
Serving children. That's what the CSD is all about. With films and audiovisual services to computer-assisted instruction. From large-scale purchasing to coordinating school programs. From seeking better educational financing and laws to helping staff, superintendents, and members of boards of education do a more effective job for boys and girls.